G'day everyone. We've had a tragedy. My kiwi fruit that I planted from seed grew and grew and grew and then died. You'll notice I missed one thing in there. Fruit, because it didn't. I don't even know if it was male or female. Never flowered, never fruited. But anyway, it's dead and we're going to take it out and plant our blueberry bush in there. This is the one we've got. He's sunshine blue, I think. Yes, sunshine blue. It's covered in fruit, so we'll actually pick most of that fruit off and give him a bit of a trim when we put him in, just to give him the best chance of survival. Now this is fairly standard soil. We're going to do a pH test on it after I mix in my soil acidifier concentrate. Really important we get this pH balance roughly right. So we're just going to pull the old dead kiwi fruit out and recondition the soil and do a pH test. Let's get on with it. All right, let's clear away this mulch. We'll put new stuff on. You can go in with the ginger. Needs a bit of mulch. Mulch, however you say it. Okay. Got a good root system. But he's definitely defunct. Right. I don't know why he died. It's a real shame. It's a very pretty plant along the fence too, as we can see. One there. There's also one just up there. Now, as you can see, not a bad root system on him, but don't know what happened. Roots rotted by the look of it. I don't see him getting waterlogged though. Alright, let's just bring him out a little bit. Alright, this very loose soil now. What we need to do is, first off, we'll have a look at the pH. Now, I bought this, that way up, to do my cheeses and things. As it turns out, it's meant to be able to do soil as well. But I'm not going to use it for cheese and soil. I'm going to buy another one. If this works, I'll buy another one. Use one for the garden and one for the cheese and pickles and things like that. Now let's turn him on. And we'll gently put him in. It takes a while to settle down, so we'll just let that run. And while it's running, I'll actually get my other pH kit. Right, let's get a little bit of soil. Put our indicator on. I've lost my little mixer for this, but not to worry. We have sticks. Put our indicator on. Leave that for a second. We'll come back. We'll look at this. The meter is saying 6.6 on the pH scale, which is a little bit alkaline, but well within normal usage, so it wasn't the pH that killed this off. If we compare this to our chart here, it's really saying 5.5, which is more accurate. So very good question. So let's bring that up here and I'll show you the colour. There it is there. I reckon it's about a 5.5. Definitely not a 6, or it might be a 6 in places. Yeah, it's a 5.5, I think. So that's saying 5.5 and that's saying 6.5. I don't know who to trust. I'm going to guess and say that's more likely the digital one is better than my colour guessing. But in any case, it's no good for blueberries. That's now saying 5.8. In the middle, 5.8. Okay, so they look to be fairly close together. I'll give that a rinse off. I have here a bucket, what is it, a 5 litre I suppose, of the acid concentrate which we're going to mix through. So in that goes. And we mix it in. It'll eventually drain through to the very bottom, which is okay. And we'll keep an eye on the pH as we always do when we prune these, and add some sulphur if it's needed. So we need to clear some space in here. So we'll take some of the alkaline soil out from down the side. Right, let's dampen that down and we'll do a pH test now. Probably should have dampened it down when I did the first one, but there you go. Turn it on. Okay, that's dropped it down to 4.7, 4.8, according to that. And it still seems to be about 5.5, 6 on the colour one. Interesting. Maybe a bit more towards 5.5. So, as I said, I'm not sure which one's more accurate, but that is definitely a little more acidic. So, let's pop him out. Right, I need another bucket. This will be going back in mostly. You should be all right. There we go. Nice. Now we'll put some of this back on. Lovely big earthworm. Another big earthworm there. Lots of earthworms actually. Alright, two things we have to do still. I'm going to put a bit of this fertiliser on, which is our specific specifically acid-loving plants. I would use the liquid blueberry one that I've had before, but I've run out and I haven't seen it around anywhere. Right, I put 2 little handfuls of that on. So scratch it in. This will sink down a bit over time. I'm going to put some sea salt on, again just a pretty standard, not over strength mixture. Strip these berries off and give it a trim now. Okay, that's pretty much it. So now we'll have a look in there. A few green ones in there which we'll chuck out, but we're looking for anything dead. So take that off. That off. And try and get a little bit of shape into it as well. So I've chopped off most of the dead bits, but we've got some really straggly bits here. Some bits going inwards, which we don't really want. Now we could replant that if we wanted to, and we may even do so. So I'll keep them down there. This has got a few berries on it, but it's really long and straggly, so I don't really want it. And again, if we chop the berries off altogether, we can plant that. There's a long straggly one here, but that's okay, we'll leave that, but chop his dead bit off. I really want to leave that until the berries finish. We'll trim him back so that he doesn't grow any further out. This won't grow any further out, that won't grow any further out. And that should actually do us for now. He will need another prune closer to the, oh, there's another ripe one, an ingrown branch. Still a bit scraggly. Really want to take that off, but I'll wait for the fruit to ripen, as I said. This is a dead bit on the end. They look like they're wrinkling up anyway. So we'll take that branch off. So it's really only this one further I've got to cut, and maybe a few of the inner ones so that we can keep this nice and open in the middle. So when this is sunk down a bit, we'll mulch it. We're going to put him next to our other blueberries over here, which has got quite a few blueberries on it. As we can see, of a different type, I think. We'll take that one off too. It's the thing when you're pruning stuff, you always find something else to cut. And there we go. We'll put him away. Hopefully he will live. Well, another blueberry plant in. Hopefully it'll live. What do you reckon? Take a gamble on it? Let me know what you think in the comments. So we'll get him in place, see how it goes. Remember, like, subscribe, hit that bell icon if you want to know if he does turn out. Enjoy life. Catch you in the garden.